for the Uncle Rico Show. It's time for the Uncle Rico Show. So chug a course, here we go. It's time.
That's right. That's my tribute to the Drop the Needle John game. Every time the music stops, you got to pick a John face to go to. Hello, everybody. Welcome. There you go. Well, that was the one I was trying to do tonight. Welcome to the world famous Uncle Rico Show with your world famous Uncle Rico host, myself, Mike Morse, the Reverend Bob Levy. It's a late night, fun night. We're making Thursday night, Friday night, baby.
Yeah.
Because he ain't going to be here Friday night. So let's have some fun. We got, yes, Howard had the boss on this week. We have the boss on this week as well. Relocation boss, none other than Anthony Cumia will be joining us shortly. We did an episode earlier today. Somebody, first of all, got a few messages from a few people. One of them, each of us got this message from that woman who lost somebody recently in their life and thanked us for this show giving them laughs and time. And I didn't know that you guys responded. I responded to her, and she wrote back. All three of you responded to me. I didn't think any of you would even see this. Thank you so much. So I don't want to mention names or anything, but thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting us. Sorry,
beloved chatter.
Yes, our beloved chatter. Sorry for what you're going through, and we're here. We're here with you, right? Bob died 4 years ago, so we know what you're going through. We're with you.
We know what losing somebody is.
That's right. Also, a lot of people. Another guy sent me a video of his kid listening to the show, like 8-year-old, maybe 7-year-old kid listening to the show. I don't know that I would recommend this for children.
That's pretty cool.
I know it seems to be this weird phenomenon going on. Where
somebody sent me a video of John listening to it at the bar.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Well,
like ABD in the comments here. Can you?
Hold on. Let me see.
There,
I gotta switch. I had the private chat.
I have a feeling this goes on a lot.
ABD is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Husband just heard the intro song and screamed from the other room again. I know we did a show earlier today, and this is what I was going to say. John is taking a month off, 2 months off. We're not really sure, but I can tell you who's not taking a month or 2 months off, and that is this show. In fact, if you're starving, fuck you, man. If you're starving for John content, you're gonna get it here and then some.
John Tent. We are gonna be doing some crazy deep dives. We got a nice chunky fat clip ready to go tonight.
Nice.
We got so much planned. We got live shows in the works. I mean, there is no stopping this train. That's it.
No.
It's left the station and there's no turning back. Now, one of the things that we watched earlier today was John Dabble choo choo. One of the things we watched today was John going off on Stephanie Miller and his time working on the Stephanie Miller show. And this was a great video over at Dabblers Anonymous. Can't say enough about him. By the great Joe Namath, NYJ. I love that dude. Posts some quality shit. And he posted it after our episode earlier today. So I get the feeling he wanted us to see it. And this is John. So at one point, Carl from Who Are These Podcasts, I think had mentioned that John possibly may have been fired for drinking on the job, which John got very upset about. And so that is the start of all this. And let's watch what unfolds here. Ladies and gentlemen, away we go.
Nice.
And then you have this loser in Rochester who decided to finally make the key mistake by actually saying that I was fired from a show, which I wasn't, for being drunk, which is now a defamation of character.
Good luck on that one.
Your Honor, and then the judge is like, John, I'm over here. Turn around. You're facing the back of the court.
Libel and slander.
All three? How could it be all three, by the way? It's not in print anywhere, is it?
A defamation of character.
No, it's not.
Defamation of character. Which one's in print? Libel, right?
Libel, I believe.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Every time I see him come up, I start itching. I swear to God, it's fucking weird.
Because he's dirty.
No, yeah, it's like the bed bugs. I something. It just
right. It's like somebody with a rash makes you itch, or somebody. Yeah. I get it.
So foul.
Libel and slander. And guess what, you fuckface? I got enough money to pay attorneys.
You can't even say attorney. You gonna pay him?
Oh, look at this face. By the way, sound like he said he got enough money to pay pterodactyls at first. Right?
Yeah.
That's why. By the way, gentlemen, it's a late night show. Look at that! Wow,
It's his feet, man.
So, I mean, I don't think there's been a faster moment in the history of the show. Hey, skull, everybody. Let's do this.
Here's my quote. Skill.
Oh, let's go. All right, that's yummy.
Good ones. Winning attorneys. Bible.
Wait a minute. First of all, if he's talking about the same attorney, I don't think he's won one yet for him. So it's Popok.
And guess what, you fuckface? I got enough money to pay attorneys all day, and I got good ones. Winning attorneys. So you better save your fucking shekels.
Oh, there's an anti-Semitic.
Good work, Kyrie.
Well, easy yay, Melendez.
Well,
You've fallen for one of the classic blunders, libel and slander.
You fool!
You fool!
Shekels. Because I'm coming after you, you prick. Don't make lies like that.
You can't make lies. You can't make. There's no work. I got to go to work today. I'm behind in lies. I got to make fucking 300.
Son, what are you doing? Are you making lies in your room again?
I learned it from you, Dad.
He's such a dope.
Because I'm coming after you, you prick. Don't make lies like that. You know why? Because they're untrue.
Wait,
so the lies are untrue.
Well, yeah, he's about to tell us why you don't make lies. Here we go. Hold on.
Coming after you, you prick. Don't make lies like that. You know why? Because they're untrue.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Lies are untrue.
Okay.
Is somebody writing this down? Eso, are you writing this down?
Got it.
Okay, Bob, please rate tonight's collar. I mean, it's non-existent. I didn't know what you give that, Bob.
Yeah, I could see double neck on the side, you know.
Yeah. You see neck before you see collar. Like, it's just neck.
I'd say he's doing good tonight.
He's got noller. He's got neck collar.
Yeah, he's fine tonight. Whoa.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was a 5-star night right there.
I had neck surgery, and I don't even have that, you know?
No.
You don't see a line.
Right. You had shit put in your throat and, you know, nothing.
Looks like he's being strangled by 2 piano wires.
I wish.
Yeah.
And it's a defamation of character, and it could affect my work in the future.
Well, you don't have to worry about that.
Right.
Okay, there goes that charge.
Yeah.
That's not on no more.
Then the judge looks at him and goes, "What work are you talking about exactly?"
What's getting drunk in your apartment?
Right.
Talking into a dirty microphone.
Time to go make the donuts.
For the damages. Because if you hurt me from getting hired because you're fucking lying, you got a problem. And I look forward to that case.
Okay, so there's a different episode. This one, it looks like he's got the old man's face, old man on a kid's body. Like, none of this fits. Like the proportions are just all wrong.
Benjamin Butthole.
Put a waffle head on that kid. Yeah.
What is that?
Look at him. Just look at that. Look at him.
Like, you know what a talented you are when you don't even have to play. You don't even have to hit play, and it's crushing. It's already.
Listen, can I? Issa, yeah, Issa has have the picture. Do you have the picture ready? He's like, if I was the lawyer defending,
yeah, we're getting it now.
Okay, you get it now.
Yeah.
Is this from Dark Side of the Buffoon?
Wish you were beer.
It looks like go to the live shot, Issa, of the screen share. This looks like like a midget from Wizard of Oz telling the story about filming the movie, 40 years later.
Back in 1938, they came to us. They said, "Could you do a movie?" And we got a whole bunch of our little friends together, and Dorothy showed us her pussy. Remember that? I put on my Pink Floyd shirt and went over there.
Yeah.
So we're doing LSD, right? We're fucking the flying monkey, right?
I love this one. Hold on. Comfortably
done. If you put a wheelchair around him, it would look like somebody
It would look like Eric the Midget. It 100%. Yeah. With those weird fingers too.
Yeah.
On top of that. You got a picture, Issa?
There it is. I'd be, ladies and gentlemen, my client says that he was not drinking on the job. Well, here's Exhibit A.
I mean, look at that. It's a work photo. But wait, you haven't even seen the rest of this video. Wait till you see this. Right. That's just one glaring piece of evidence. Wait, just wait. Because in typical John fashion, he puts on his rake shoes and walks about 1.5 miles in them. Watch this. This is amazing.
And I know there was one of these dumb shows, starting to say, "Oh, Stephanie Miller fired John because he was drunk and he was drinking it." Oh, no. No. That is libelous. No. And the idiot had to retract the statement, of course, because you can't make those accusations when they're entirely untrue.
Really?
Okay, so now the Stephanie Miller show. Watch
it.
President could be on time for Bozell.
Thank you.
John coming in late, by the way, not on time. This is on the air.
Yeah. Thank you. Hillary Clinton's on time.
Hello, she was.
Yeah.
She was.
All right.
But John Melendez.
Sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down. Yes, she wanted to go.
On you. I've been waiting on you forever.
She's not waiting on you. No, you're sitting here. You're sitting here.
What's going on?
You're sitting here.
He's like,
look at him. He's a mess.
Wait a minute. He's a fucking mess. Look at her. Stephanie, please come on this show. Please, for the love of God, we love you. You are made for this show. We need you on here. I need everybody to send her the nicest and kindest, polite request saying that we are her #1 fans at Uncle Rico, and we would love to have her on and hear her side of things, because we agree he is a fucking mess. This is great. I want to watch this all from the beginning. Because, by the way, walks in hammered already. Just watch.
And the idiot had to retract the statement, of course, because you can't make those accusations when they're entirely untrue.
Really? The president could be on time for Bozell.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Hillary Clinton's on time.
Hello, she was.
Yeah.
She was.
Yeah. Sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down. Yes, she wanted to go.
On you. I've been waiting on you forever.
She's not waiting on you. No, you're sitting here. You're sitting here.
What's going on?
You're sitting here.
He's like,
look at him.
He's a mess. And they're getting loud.
He's a fucking mess.
Drop the kids off.
All right.
That's a jump.
The first thing he says is, "I had to drop them."
Look at how fucked up he is.
He looks like he's on vacation.
Yeah.
Right? It's just work. Yes.
He looks like he just came in to tell me what's wrong with my truck.
Right.
Look at him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get you a whole new alternator, and then
I had to take my kids' headphones today to work with me.
At least you didn't call that woman Robin by mistake.
Up Quivers. All right, here we go.
Off the kids.
And the kids had to miss Blozell, so now he's really
the
fucked.
kids. I love the kids.
Okay, your chair. You need to move your chair up.
He's
You look
like
like
a
Vern
baby.
Troyer. What the hell's happening?
Definitely tearing him apart. You tell him you look like Bird Troyer. Move your chair up. Oh, I love this.
So now he's really
love the
fucked.
kids. I love the kids.
Okay, your chair. You need to move your chair up.
He's
You look
like
like
a
Vern
baby.
Troyer. What the hell's happening? Hey. All right, wait. So I just could finish the story and then.
So
all right.
So I started.
Oh, what do we have here?
Oh,
Coors Light.
wow.
Hello, Exhibit A.
Unbelievable.
Amazing.
Freaking out, and you see, I'm like, oh, let me calm down because they're about to shoot me. Because no one usually gets.
Wait for the really fun fact at the end of this video. Go ahead.
They see it all the time. They were bored with it, but I've never seen a brother.
A day later, the Coors guzzling fucking mess was fired from the Stephanie Miller Show.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Helicopter.
I can call someone work if they think that you're going to show up drunk, which I have never had for any job in my life, unless we did the drinking show at the Stern Show. I drink at, social drinker, if you will, and put my beer on the balconies. Skål!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Skål!
I never drink on the ground.
I don't lie. I don't like to lie.
He has a show called Beer on the Balcony. And he looks into the screen, into the camera, and goes, I don't drink on the job.
This court case would be amazing with all this evidence.
Joe Namath on Dabblers. Thank you so much for that. That was beautiful. So
legacy is shit.
Now let's get to what. So I got a text from Anthony. He finished doing Vinny's show, and he's beat. So he asked, "Cool if he can take a rain check." I said, "Absolutely." So he will be joining us on the next episode. But we talked about wanting to look into this. This seemed fascinating when we saw.
All right, we got.
Oops, sorry. When we saw a clip of this earlier. And thanks to our hero Stut Joe, you can see the purple background coming in right now. We're about to watch John's first appearance on MSCS Media. Tom,
is this animated?
This is not. This is not Jimmy Neutron or something.
No, this isn't Pixar.
This is not Pixar. This is a real deal Holyfield guy. This is gonna be wild. I'm telling you, between Tommy the host and John, and also, get ready to see the stages of drunkenness, okay? Because John even though there's I think 2 or 3 empties already on the table, John seems to be in good shape. By the end of this chunk, if we get to it, he's not doing great. And so let's get into it.
But before we do, I just want to, I noticed in that last video, Stephanie, right behind her has the poster that has Goldwater and Miller, the vice president and vice president running in 60, was it 4, whatever it was. And not 60. Anyway, yeah. And John said he didn't know that her father
was a politician.
Was a politician. It's like it's right there.
Right. Well, he probably thought she got that done at the mall or at a fair or something. When they put you on the cover of Time Life magazine, like Carnival or something. So, all right, you ready? Jersey Shore style. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready to pump our fucking fists and get into this goddamn interview, boys?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, we got Stuttering John Melendez making the trip in. Thank you for coming in, John.
I am very happy to be here, and I want.
Well, I don't know what's under his nose. I don't know if that's a hair. If that's
190 pounds of shit, that's what's under his nose.
I don't know if that's cut from shaving, but it is. I'm not gonna lie to you, very distracting. Oof. So I hope you're ready.
Right.
Okay, and keep in mind, so we got a couple empties right there, maybe one empty, one in process. Tommy flew him out and paid him to come on this show.
Let's keep that in mind. Tommy's a good guy.
I want to say, Tommy, I appreciate all the accommodations that you have afforded me. The hotel has been brilliant, and this is a beautiful studio.
Thank you very much. You got something good going on too. I saw the old shot of it, not because that's old, right?
Yeah, that's the old studio. Now everything is done from my place.
You do it at all?
I do everything. I produce it. I book it. I do everything on my own.
I produce it. I mean, God, I wish we could just flash to a gif of him knocking his screen over and trying to pick it back up. I produce it.
Hurry up.
Yeah. Yeah. I produce it. He books it. Hey, come on my show.
He must be yelling at him. Hurry up and eat that sandwich. We're going live in 2 seconds.
He's yelling at himself. Yeah. No, I'm not giving you time to chew. I'm going live. God, I'm such a slave driver.
And it's more profitable that way.
Well, you have no capital really.
I don't have to pay any overhead, but I have great guests. Today I had Mariel Trump
because my apartment doesn't have a roof.
Internet's free as long as my neighbor doesn't move out. I like how Tommy's like a business guy. He's like, you have no capital. He's like, I got nobody, just me and 3 roaches. You gotta pay.
For over an hour, she had a great time. And then Hal Sparks came on, and I booked congressmen and congresswomen on. It's like it's so amazing how I got to tell you, Tommy. And
here we go. I gotta tell you, scratch, 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 lie, lie, lie. Here we go. He's about to say something that even he doesn't believe. That's what this scratch is all about. Here we go.
This is something for all your listeners. My life has been a charmed life.
Did I nail that or what? Did I nail that or what?
I think the reason being is I've always worked hard, but I've never believed in the word no.
Keep scratching, Johnny.
Keep women.
Yeah, don't try to pull my underwear down. No.
Yeah, as in, no, that never happened, John. I don't accept that as an answer.
I don't believe in the word can't. I'm a stutterer, okay? I'm a stutterer with really bad OCD, Puerto Rican, short, and with really bad foot odor. But I'll tell you, with all of that,
and now the bad things about me.
But with all that, including foot odor and being Puerto Rican, which was a weird thing.
Yeah. It's like how is that like?
Right. He's a self-hating Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Well, he's not hating himself enough.
No, not himself. Other Puerto Ricans. Yeah. He's a other hating Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Not self-hating. I take it back. You're right, man.
Really bad foot odor. But I'll tell you, with all of that, I became the announcer on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
Yeah, so, by talent.
Sure. Well, he made an audition of 7,000 people. He was the one chosen.
Right. That's like you know why? Because I never took no for an answer. Howard would berate me all the time. You're not going to be anything. You're not going to do anything. You're a loser. All you do is stutter. Guess what? I said, I don't know if I could curse on this show.
Fuck yeah.
I said, fuck you, Howard. Guess what? I'm going to be the next announcer on the Tonight Show. Why? Because I did I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And they saw how I'm a cool dude and how I'm a fake.
Aren't other people supposed to say good stuff about you? You're not supposed to say it yourself.
I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. They hired me to be the Tonight Show announcer because they saw me. Listen to that fucking connection. They saw me on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and they saw that I was a cool dude. Wow.
Oh, man.
He has never said crazier shit that I've played ever than
that's psychotic.
I gotta.
Stutter. Guess what? I said I don't know if I could curse on this show.
Fuck yeah.
I said, fuck you, Howard. Guess what? I'm going to be the next announcer from the Tonight Show. Why? Because I did I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And they saw how I'm a cool dude and how I'm a family guy. I'm
in the rude mood. I'm a cool dude in a rude mood.
Wow.
I'm a cool dude needs to be a shirt. Yeah.
That is good.
Yeah.
like you. And they saw that I was like able to talk to a bunch of celebrities and be nice, but still ask questions.
Crazy questions,
but be nice.
You missed it, by the way, John. It's still there right under your nose. Whatever you swiped at.
And they all loved me. And Howard was so jealous that he saw, wow.
Howard was jealous of John.
Oh my God, this is fucking.
How much they love John.
This is why alcohol is kind of great in the right hands, and in a podcast form, because it becomes truth juice for this guy, right? But his truth, not the actual truth, his truth.
This prick is getting national love, which is what I've been craving all my life because my father called me a loser and a moron. So he sees this and now he's like, oh, I'm so mad. That's what really made him angry. Not because I was gone for an extra week, which he likes to propose. It was because I was accepted by the national community as a good guy. Something he craved.
You know what they did with heroes and good guys? They put them in the audience.
Wow.
It was in the audience.
This is blowing my mind. This is Michael Scott. I hate to keep bringing back The Office, but this is when him and Toby sit down and they play that game, and the whole thing comes out about everything stems from him not being liked as a child.
Right.
And that's what it is.
Divorce and all that stuff. Right. Yeah.
This is it, man. And he's trying to make fun of it. Oh, yeah, his father called him a loser. Howard called him a loser, and right now we're calling him a loser.
Yeah.
Wow.
Things never change sometimes.
Yeah.
No, nothing's changing with this guy anytime soon.
All his life, which, as you could see, is indicative of his show now, where he just has celebrities on and he kisses their ass. That is what happened. And I'm sorry, I came really out of the boat on fire here, but
he came out of
the boat
on fire.
The fuck? That doesn't sound like a good thing to be happening.
Out of the gate. You come out of the gate on fire.
I'm from Denmark. That's a Danish thing. We a lot of times we light our boats on fire and come out of them.
It's a Viking thing.
Look, I'm a flaming asshole.
Yeah, we're dyslexic Vikings. We light ourselves on fire in a boat when we're alive, not when we're dead. We got it backwards.
Out of the boat on fire.
He
has not gotten the saying right yet. He has not gotten
one.
Oh, I wish I would have written them all down.
I literally every saying we should make a shirt. Like every fucked up, let's chew the shit.
And he kisses their ass. That is what happened. And I'm sorry, I came really out of the boat on fire here, but that's the way I am. If you're gonna book me and put me in a nice hotel, I'm gonna fucking deliver here.
Yeah, deliver. You just be you. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean?
I don't care. But I guess the point of the whole story is, which I tell kids, and I've mentored kids, is to never accept no.
When did he mentor kids?
You know,
wait. I have a boys and girls assholes club that I run.
The Stutter and John summer camp.
Yeah.
Right. I mentor young kids to be assholes in the future.
Future assholes of America.
Thank you. Hello. Unite.
Book easy for you to say that you have up there. I go through how I've helped a lot of stutterers. I've cured, a lot of kids.
And a lot of kids.
Great stories.
He's cured kids?
No, he said kid, not even an S on it. I cured a lot of kid.
No, he did not.
I think he said that.
Oh, we got to go back and listen to it. Either way, it's ridiculous.
And there were some great stories.
Wait, hold on. I didn't bring it back.
I go through how I've helped a lot of stutterers. I've cured, a lot of kids. And
No, he did say
He
yes.
said say kids, but I mean, name one. How has he cured stuttering in children?
Why isn't he a millionaire then? Why isn't
it cured for him?
Well, I think what it is the kids see and hear him who stutter, and they just decide not to ever speak again because they don't want to be like him.
They go, "What a douchebag! I'm gonna shut the fuck up from now on."
Yeah, is that what I sound like?
Really? Oh boy.
There are some great stories about it, like in my book, and I just think that anybody listening who thinks, "Oh, I can't be a comic at 30; it's too old." Yes, you can.
That's not the reason, John. That's not the reason.
No, you comic at 60 either.
Yeah, I mean, you can be a comic at any age if you're funny. Like,
you can be anything you want if you put your mind to it.
What a hot take! Nobody's ever fucking.
Wow.
How about you want to be clean for this interview that you're doing? How about that?
Like if you want to be the before model in the Hanes bacon sizzle shirt, t-shirt neck, you could do that.
A lot of people told me I'd never live with roaches in my house. I can do. You can do it too.
That's the longest V-neck I've ever seen.
Julie?
Yeah, buddy.
We have a special guest.
Bring him in. Bring him in.
Hey! I knew you couldn't stay away.
No, fuck no, man.
I knew it too. I didn't want to say anything.
Well, I see. I got to get like up to speed. I guess he's talking about when he cured polio here. Is that
pretty close? It was
sure it's
stuttering.
something brilliant.
Yeah.
Hello, gentlemen.
How are you, sir, Mr.
Very good.
Joining us.
Very good. Yes, I couldn't wait.
He just announced that he's been curing kids of stuttering. He's 2 beers into this interview. This guy, Tommy, flew him out to Florida, put him up in a hotel, and paid him to come on to do this interview.
And gave him that $2 shirt.
As a parting gift. And so we're just like, I don't even know, what are we, like 5 minutes into this thing? 3 minutes.
Maybe.
3 minutes and 38 seconds. So
3 minutes.
It's already
forever, and I love every minute of it.
Dude, it's already insanity. Already insanity. Here we go.
Don't listen to the minutia. Don't listen to the trolls. All the people that you tell you're a loser and you can't do this and you're an asshole. Put that out of your mind.
You don't listen to your parents, John?
Apparently, he doesn't listen to anybody.
Well, he doesn't listen to his own advice. I mean, all he does is hear trolls and people calling him loser. It's the only thing he focuses on.
You believe in what you are.
Your tits, clearly. This is all wrong.
And just go with that. If you love you and you believe in you, no one has any power over you.
Oh,
I mean, what a douchebag. Unmotivational speaker.
Yeah, he's doing fucking the motivational speaker thing.
I want you to walk across these coals right now.
Phony Robbins.
Yeah.
Oh, what a loser. And some people could get away with it. You listen to him and you go, well, this guy's onto something. He's got a point. Like I'm inspired. And then the other people, like this guy, you're just like, you see right through. It's like those fake martial art masters. You're like,
we should get Anthony up to speed where John said that Howard was jealous of him.
Yes, jealous that because he was in. Everybody's jealous because the Tonight Show hired him because they saw him on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and I quote saw that I was a cool dude. That was his quote.
And Howard was jealous because the nation loved him.
Because now the nation saw him in a positive light, and Howard hated that. So
and
now,
the positive light is row 4, seat F.
How many announcers for a talk show? Sat in the fucking crowd. Look at him. What an insult.
It's like he had to scalp a ticket to get into his own show.
I mean, have you ever heard of an announcer for a show being in the audience with the audience? Like, that's how bad he wanted him away from the show.
When was this recorded?
Stud Joe, do we have a year for this? Was this like was it? It had to be
4 years. It has to.
Oh
the way
wow!
he looked.
Okay, all right.
The way he looked.
Hold on one second.
Yeah, I don't think it was more than 2-3 years old, maybe. Yeah. Maybe even less than that.
Son, I go with the motto, never give up. Never give up.
Wow.
You don't take no for an answer, like you just said, and you never give up, and you keep swinging through the punches. And you are living proof because, and I'm not kissing your ass, you grow up stuttering.
Nobody has.
Right, yeah.
You're already fucked from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
So then you fight.
Are you really going to take Richie Valens' word on anything?
La Bamba.
This is from October of 2021.
October 2021.
Oh my God! Look at what happened to him in a year.
So it's a year.
Yeah, it's a
my
year.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you see this video, the decline is already beginning.
Yeah.
Like you go back to when he was on Anthony's show, and the guy, it's a completely different human being.
I don't. My liver spots are just coming in here.
Yeah, my cirrhosis just had its problem.
Who was an intern with
Yeah.
Howard Stern.
Yep.
And then you asked Mitch, hey, you know, because Mitch was about to leave. So then you asked Mitch to go put you in as a referral.
It's like
No,
a
no, no,
Disney
it's different.
animatronic.
He really, it does look
He's
like like a Disney World exhibit.
Yeah, plastic, made of plastic and shit.
Like they had a Jersey Shore animatronic hall.
Has he said that Artie stole the bloody nose from him?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's getting work. I figure I'll cut my face open. Maybe not.
Mitch, I never forget it. It was in my car in front of my buddy's house, and I said in Long Island, and I said to Mitch, "Look, if you ever plan on leaving."
This is Mitch Fatal, the original intern that ended up becoming an actual stand-up comic.
Yes.
Unlike John.
Please, put a good word in for me. He goes, no problem. Then thank God Mitch got into a major car accident.
Thank God. Did he just say what he said?
Yeah.
He just said what he said.
Come on.
I told you, drinking for him, it's truth juice. You get a glimpse of the real guy, uncut.
Wow. Today's going to be a great day for me. I just got the news on Mitch.
Thank God.
As soon as I heard it was a forced coma, I knew I was in.
There was another guy up for the job. Thank you, God. Lymphoma.
Lymphoma. Thank you. We got that one. Yes.
And then he. It was kind of a joke, but it's true.
Kind of a joke. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
But he was okay. But he totaled his car. His father couldn't stand that he worked for free.
It wasn't.
He was like, I'm done. But he told Baba Buhai to, and then Howard heard I stuttered and hired me on site.
Yeah, he didn't even interview you, know you.
No, actually, Baba Booey did, and Scott the engineer taped it. But they knew they were hiring me anyway. They just want to, they hope to get some good. But as you can see right here, I'm not stuttering. I don't stutter all the time.
No, just when he lies. Usually, when he's making shit up or he's lying, is when he's stuttering. By the way. Skull, everybody, by the way, if anybody's got a drink.
Scoliosis.
Skill.
Catchphrase alert.
Every time.
I've developed so many tricks that you would never notice in this interview.
What is he, a fucking dog? You know what I mean?
I'm going to roll over. Tell me to roll over.
Now, Richie Valens, throw a stick over there. Watch this.
I am using a multitude of these tricks, even while I'm talking to you. And that includes replacement words,
he's talking about all the bells and whistles that have to take place for him to speak normally.
Right.
All the tricks. Right, all the moving parts that have to work and coincide for him to form a sentence. But he says it like he's a CIA operative, like he can get into your head without you knowing.
Putting starter words in front of other words. But it is like I'm a computer. I'm a machine. I go to
a Tandy TS90.
This is a Commodore 64.
It's a fucking Texas Instruments calculator.
Yeah. I'm a supercomputer.
Like an abacus.
I'm Big Blow.
So effortlessly that you will never notice, and that's why it'll never appear that I stutter. Fuck all my therapists, because then I watched the King speech that was about what, a king in 1920 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
wow, he should be a movie reviewer.
Black Panther is about this Black Panther.
That's a panther guy in some land somewhere. Whatever.
What is Jaws about?
Why I hated Pulp Fiction. No fucking pulp.
And that fucking therapist he had all the tricks that it took me 20 years to develop, and that motherfucker knew it then.
What were you paying the therapist?
Yeah.
How much were you paying him?
I don't know. Fucking too much. How about that?
So
if John doesn't know a dollar amount that he paid, he didn't pay.
Exactly.
I can tell you that right now. That motherfucker will remember every cent for the rest of his life.
So now
more than you paid me to do this fucking show. How about that?
Hey.
All right. Fuck him.
Good. Yeah. All right. Insult the guy who flew you out and put you up. Good.
By the way, that's way too close to John to be right across from him.
I know.
That guy, his hair was probably dry when he got in there, and now it's slicked back from John's fucking drool.
He's also down in front of his eyes. He had bangs at the beginning of the
had bangs. It's just he's blasting mucus all across the table.
He's got that hair from the guy from the Memorex commercial. From sitting across from John's like a jet engine.
God damn it.
Fuck her, fuck them all.
You know, and that's the thing, Tommy. I'm a thorough believer of paying it forward. I'm a thorough believer.
Oh God, is he the worst?
Yeah.
Paying it forward. I believe if someone leaves my house, they should leave with roaches too.
I mean, it's the common courtesy thing to do as a human.
Take a couple on the way out.
Yeah.
Try paying at all, John.
Right.
Never mind paying it forward, backwards, sideways. Pay anything, you fucking chiseler.
Any direction will work, man. It's available.
Leave it. Like, you know, I like to do good by people.
Oh.
He's such a phony crock of shit.
That's my mind.
He doesn't.
I'm here
He's
to help
miserable.
people.
He wants everyone else to be miserable. That's John.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he talked a friend out in a cane to come out to a club to give me a talking to.
Yeah.
Like I like at this point, I feel bad for his friend getting roped in. All
Well, he couldn't give you a walking to.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe when 3 minutes before he was like, "Thank God this guy was in a car accident."
Right.
Yeah, there he is. Right. It's frightening.
Oh yeah. But I'm a man of the people.
People. Because what else are we here for?
You know what that's called, John? Old school.
It's bullshit.
Old school.
And then you have a starter word. Like if I
old school, yeah. You know what that's
Old
called?
drool.
My new movie's coming out.
Old drool.
Yo, if I can't say podcast, I say podcast. I use the to get into the next thing. Now let me give you some funny anecdotal stories from the Tonight Show. Jared.
Randy Johnson, not even close. Jared.
Randy Jackson. I don't know. First of all, the story that's in the Olympic racing. That's called the flying start, ladies and gentlemen. That's when all the runners reset back to their starting positions.
After 3 beers.
Randy.
He's getting
Randy
the drunk
Johnson,
hair. You see the drunk hair starting to come? You see 3 beers it takes.
3
Oh,
beers.
you could call me Ray, or you could call me Jay. Just doesn't call me Randy Johnson.
But in typical John fashion, he's like, now let me give you some great stories. And then the very next thing, he's like, Randy, no, wait, Jimmy, hold on.
But he wasn't even close with the names. Like, he was so off. It was Randy and then totally something else.
Yeah, it was either the guy who pitched for the Diamondbacks or the guy with American Idol. I figured.
Randy, Jared Washburn. The Angel was going to throw suntan lotion filled water balloons at me. Now you notice right there, W's are hard for me. So you notice the breath I took.
See, I didn't even notice.
Yeah,
you didn't
smelt
notice.
it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Nobody's ever breathed before.
Yeah. Nobody's watching you breathe. They're watching you to stop breathing. That's what they're watching.
I went water balloons because then I'm going down, up, down.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
But these are all things that you will never. That's why I'm saying. But anyway.
But Jay had a lisp, right? I mean, it was noticeable to me. It wasn't like he.
Yeah,
was,
he's got OCD.
Does he?
Bad.
This guy's got OCD over here.
But who doesn't?
Rob.
Everybody does. But let me tell you this.
He's totally uninterested. He's like, hey, here's a guy who suffers from this. He goes, who's that? Yeah, whatever. Everybody.
Not about
Jay does his Jay does this repetition thing. Every time he saw me, he would close his door.
Yeah, like how does he know? I've never heard Jay talk about having OCD, and he's out here going, "Oh, Jay's riddled with it." Yeah.
I assume you did with that haircut, but anyway.
What's that? Me OCD. Oh fuck no! I throw shit everywhere. I'm clean, but I'm a fucking mess.
You see Tyler over here? He's just got off the set.
I'm not clean, I'm a mess.
Yeah, right. This guy John. I mean, how is there not a buddy cop movie with these two?
Oh yeah,
these two I would watch day and night.
Yeah, look at that posture. It looks like he should be ringing a bell in fucking Notre Dame. Look at that.
He's a mess.
That's the way a guy sits who's looking for more beer constantly.
I love how the table's getting more full with beer as it goes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna look like a recycling plant by the end of this interview.
What did they give him? They brought him a bucket.
The Nerds 3.
Oh man.
I'm making fun of somebody nobody can see.
He's such a dude.
I mean, he's just unreal.
Comes in with
look at the can opener.
Yeah.
Can opener.
The snaggles are back.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
And a short sleeve, collared shirt tucked into his slacks with his black socks on. Holy shit! Fucking
boy, he's riffing on that, huh? He's on a.
This is crazy. Imagine being on the receiving end of that rank out. Wow.
He's working the stage again.
Guy dressed like John's dressed like he just ran out of an apartment fire.
Yeah. It's all like a grab.
What, you just run out of a boat on fire?
Oh yeah, he did this whole
it.
He did this whole rap, and then he goes, "Sorry, I didn't mean to come out of the boat on fire like that."
The boat on fire.
I've never heard it mangled. I don't even know. I don't even know what he was. I know what he was trying to say. I don't know what it was, but I know what he was trying to say. And it's just, he doesn't get one phrase right ever. He does look like a Bollywood action star. Tommy.
Oh, you know that guy, yeah.
He does.
Yeah. Pee Wee Herman over here.
Oh God.
See, those are the kind of things. If you fuck with someone's like attire, that can be changed.
Yeah.
If you fuck with somebody's like,
family, maybe.
No, like something, like I don't know, a mole or something that, well, they can remove that. But you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to fuck with something that.
Oh, is he like giving the new rules of comedy now to Tommy? Is that what he's saying?
Well, as Pocky, maybe I could say
yeah.
What is he saying? It's literally what he does.
Right. This
man.
is fantastic.
He's so funny. What a lying just constantly.
I mean, you can't fake. You can't make fun of someone's physical appearance.
Oh yeah. Come on, the clothes change, but.
What do you got here?
Fuck.
John, that fucking
did he make fun? He made fun of Bob being old, right? And like that's something you could change. You can actually.
Yeah, sure. Time machine.
Sure.
Yeah.
With something that,
like if you had a mole here, I don't want to say, John, that fucking mole in your head's just like looking at me. It's like talking.
Nah, but see, I'm cool with that. I don't think so. No, unless it was really, really big,
like really looking at you, right?
and it felt like it was winking. Let me tell you guys, these are the.
Oh my God!
He's just getting more and more.
Oh yeah.
As it goes on, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
It's beautiful. He's pontificating. He's fucking. He's so wasted. It's awesome.
Yeah. I love the way that the beer goes directly to his tits. Look at how they get bigger.
It's like a camel's hump. It just retains the liquid for when he needs it.
This is John with this much access to alcohol and great recording equipment. It's like bumpers in a bowling alley. Like no rules of you throw behind your head,
right,
your legs. It's gonna be a strike every time.
Oh yeah.
Can you go back just a little on that before it cuts, because I think he spit. I think there was a spit there.
God,
I'm sure of it.
Unless it was really, really big,
like really looking at you, right?
and it felt like it was winking.
All right, just a little before that. Just
more before that.
Yeah, just like a couple seconds before that.
Like if you had a mole here, I don't
over here. You know, Pee Wee Herman over here.
Was it the Pee Wee?
You know, see, those are the kind. Holy shit! Fucking Pee Wee Herman over here. You know, see, those are the kind of things. If you fuck with someone's like attire, that can be changed.
Yeah.
If you fuck
with
talking
about a car,
a tire,
yes, that can be changed.
No,
family maybe.
No. Like something, you know, like I don't know, a mole or something that. Well, they can remove that, but you know what I mean. Like you don't want to fuck with something that.
Like if you had a mole here, I don't want to say, John, that fucking mole in your head's just like looking at me. It's like talking.
No,
right?
but see, I'm cool with that. I don't think so. No. Unless it was really, really big,
like really looking at you, right?
and it felt like it was winking.
This guy must know he's got nothing.
I was wrong.
This guy must know he's like, what am I have nothing to say to this idiot.
Well, so there's two schools of thought with Tommy. Is that some people believe he's trolling John this whole time?
Oh, okay.
But that's has yet to be proven. There's some people.
Okay.
Part of me feels like this might be a whole Kaufman thing. You know what I mean? Like he's just so into this character. But then again, this guy Tommy could be the real deal. I don't know.
Guys, these are the consonants. The consonant I have a hard time saying.
Africa.
No,
Antarctica.
Aruba.
Oh my God.
Think any of them would be easy, wouldn't you?
I could see the M's though, or S's.
Yeah, but these are really hard. We're at Venice Beach. See the pause. See how I had to pause before?
It wasn't a pause.
Well, now I'm watching.
Yeah. I'm just trying to like
show me the trick.
It's like he as if he's teaching him how to count cards at a casino.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're teaching him the dumbest shit. He doesn't stutter. He doesn't need any.
Yeah, he doesn't need it. Do you see that?
Yeah,
it's like the fucking
try
the David Blaine of stuttering.
Yeah,
see that?
Yeah, try and take a breath in before you say W word. The guy's like, I don't need to. I can say W word.
Yeah.
Fine, stupid. Fucking try it.
Yeah. So, I'm.
Oh God! Look at that.
He looks like somebody just snuck in, and you don't know what to
do. This is a glitch in the John Matrix. This is like the equivalent of the black cat. Is when he goes and he just
he's looking at somebody who just took a beer out of the refrigerator.
yeah, he's ready to kill him.
He saw one left. He's like, what? Hey. Every reference I fucking make, these guys have artwork on it. It's unbelievable.
I'm just trying to like
show me the trick. I get it.
So
I get it. Don't do it again.
I'm freaking. I am sweating on the beach. What am I gonna say? because I have to say, Jay, I'm here at Venice Beach, and I don't know if I could do it.
Oh, this is his
God forbid Stuttering John stutters. What do you think he fucking hired you for?
Right. Jay would have been like, "Oh, thank God he's finally fucking stuttering." Yeah.
So I went into my spinach that was Coors Light, and I started eating it.
It's like hiring Chubby Checker, and he comes in and he's 120 pounds. What the fuck are you gonna do with that?
I needed to go to somewhere else that wasn't Venice Beach, so I would be lying and stutter.
Right. So I said. So when he said, hello, John, and I said, cunt, I'm here at Venice Beach.
Then I come up with another one.
Whoa.
Put a silent the in front of the V.
Put a silent the in front of the V. So Jay's like, hey, and here's Stuttering John. Jay, I'm at Venice Beach.
Yeah.
Wow, this is fascinating. I changed my mind.
Yeah.
So we go live. I go, Jay, I'm here at the Venice Beach, and
oh, but you said it. It wasn't silent.
Yeah, it was silent. I heard it.
Dummy. He finally told an interesting story, and then fucked it up.
And it is beautiful how they hire Stuttering John, and he's doing everything he can not to stutter.
He goes, I know what I'll do. I won't stutter.
Nobody notices. Bingo.
Nobody cares. What do you mean nobody notices? They're like, can we go back now? What are we doing out here?
The nation sighed a sigh of relief.
Right. When they keep sending you out of the studio, that's just fine. And they don't want you there.
What a the douchebag.
Babysitting from my nephew. Because my brother and his wife, they work for the post office, like late from the late shift, 10 to 5 in the morning. So I would come out.
Now he's really getting sauced up because he's explaining people's shifts at work.
Relative shifts.
Yeah, and it's like you don't even have to say where they work, dude. You could just go, I'm babysitting for my nephew. Yeah. You then don't have to explain that it's your brother's kid because nephew already explained that.
Right.
Just so much unnecessary detail.
So he fed the kid a bottle and the kid fed him a bottle.
As a father of two, I would roll the dice and just let my kid on their own than go, John, I need you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I would rather throw my son a pack of matches and say, enjoy yourself tonight.
Yeah, keep warm.
Yeah. Hey, want to get in the boat and play with those.
There we go.
And watch them from 10 and just stay at the place so there's an adult there.
So gross. He makes drinking so gross. I'm doing it right now, but he makes it so gross.
And he would confide in me, and he was like, John, he was like maybe 10, I don't know. And he's like, I'm getting bullied bad by this kid at school.
I like how he brings the voice down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring the room down a little bit.
This is so profound.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk like Stuttering John. I'm gonna sound deep.
Anthony, I think the first time I saw Bob Goldthwait, and he's like, "Yeah, no, it's really good to be here." And I'm like, "Where's the
what?
Where's that guy?"
Yeah. This is Stuttering John's Jason Statham.
It sounds.
The kid was kidnapped when I was watching him, so I had to get out the car, make sure I had the proper weaponry. Get out there. He's taking it down. I like this.
This is like he's on the Actors Studio, right? With,
yeah. The Actors Studio.
Yeah.
This is the voice they say. There's someone in the audience had a grandfather with the name Jay.
Jay walking.
Yeah. Grandfather wants to say something to you.
Yeah.
I said, Joey, this is what I want you to do. Next time the kid bullies you,
Suck his dick.
That'll learn him.
Yeah. Make friends.
He'll never approach you again, or he'll always approach you. One of the two.
Will you bring more friends? Come on.
Yeah. You think all these cocks scared me? You better bring an army of cocks. You want a piece of this?
Oh, you brought an army? Come on.
You call these cocks?
Oh, Jesus.
Next time a kid bullies you, I want you to freaking lay a right cross into his face.
Oh, that's a good way to do
it.
That's smart. That's a very democratic, woke way to handle things, right?
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
A great Andy from Ontario making those.
God,
Thank
that's
you,
funny.
Andy. Great job.
Kid then is never, ever gonna bully you again.
I'll bring a
I'd
gun.
give you 100.
What happened? Anthony, my kid got shot today in school.
That was
Yeah.
Being a bully.
and that child went to Columbine.
Right. Next time that kid bullies you, I want you to show him a copy of One Too Many.
100%.
And all the kids that are friends with him or are involved in the bullying are gonna go, nobody fuck with Joey, man. That kid.
This is a fantasy. This is one of those like retarded fantasies that people have, and they go like, that's John's imagination. He just did that. He punched the bully. Everyone went, "Whoa, John is so cool." He's playing it out in his head. He's projecting it to another kid.
And
it's
he said,
Uncle Rico. That is Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico.
But he finished the story by going, you go to a dance and you dress like a shower curtain and you come in there and you get a hose. And
then you beat up the entire karate class and get the girl.
I told my nephew, I said, befriend a tiny Asian gentleman.
Yeah, he's gonna fight back. Okay, this is fun. I give him this advice. I'm sleeping in the bed. I get a call like 6 or 7 in the morning. It's from the nurse's office.
By the way, no kids at school at 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
School
What is he
starts
talking
at like
about?
8, you know, so he just wakes up so hammered. He probably thinks it's probably 7 at night. 6 at night. He thinks the sun's just rising.
I'm in bed. I got a blanket, 2 sheets. Next to me is the night table. Like he gives these just useless details. I'm in the bed. Yeah. Okay. Right.
I believe Jupiter was in
retrograde
aligned with Mars. The age of Aquarius.
It was a cold night.
All my clocks are wrong. They all say PM. I know it's AM.
Goes, yeah, so you the guardian for Joey. Joey Johnson. I go.
Meanwhile, why would they call him? He just babysat for his parents because they work the night shift.
Yeah, he's not an orphan.
So his kid goes to school the night shift too. His kid,
they would be home. They would be home at that time.
They would be home at that time.
Yeah.
The kid wouldn't even be at school.
Yeah.
They'd be leaving for school or getting dressed for school at that time.
None
6
of this
a.m.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
there's no. Yeah.
If he didn't have OCD, I would think he was lying.
I know.
Since we know that's impossible.
But he don't like to.
Are you Joey's guard? Wait a minute. Is this stuttering John?
I go, yeah. She goes, well, he's in the nervous office. He just punched some kids. I'm like,
look at that.
Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that.
but meanwhile, you're like,
yeah.
right?
And it's so funny because I knew it was because of me. But getting back to the stuttering,
he couldn't even if the story was true, he couldn't even let the kid have that moment of like fighting back.
No, me, the imaginary kid in the imaginary story, he couldn't let him have it. And why, if he punched the kid, was he in the nurse's office?
Exactly.
Makes no sense. Nothing John says makes any sense.
It's like the worst writer in the world trying to write Usual Suspects. And
So they called me from the ambulance, and he was sitting in it.
Oh.
Open on police office. Verbal Kint walks in and says, "Hi, I'm Kaiser Soze."
or he'd be there going, "Move your head. I want to see what that wanted picture says behind you."
Oh my God!
In my 5th grade report card, the teacher wrote on top of the report card, John tends to ask outrageous and penetrating questions in class and stutters when excited.
So you were like this, and
this was like
remembers what your teacher in grade school wrote.
Yeah, but it was all the questions were written by other students.
Let me tell you something. That's great. Let me tell you something. If my teacher wrote the word penetrating on any report, I would remember that. I will give him that. I'm just penetrating. He asked me what my soul looked like. Like what a penetrating question is it?
I mean, she knew. I mean, she wrote my resume, and that has always been my personality, Tommy. Like,
yeah.
Here, I'll give you another story, and I don't talk about. I mean, I'm giving you a lot of these stories because
I just made them up.
Yeah. Giving you.
I'm giving you the greatest hits of the moment that I can think of. All right. The glory days. You got that right, Vic.
When I was in 6th grade, that was our junior high. We did 6th, 7th, and 8th at Sylvia Packard.
Nobody else did that.
No one cared.
Right?
Yeah, Sylvia Packard, junior high school. It was junior high. It was right at the corner of Elm and First. And let me tell you, there was a stoplight there that used to take so long to turn that sometimes I just went through it. One time I did, and a cop pulled me over. It was car number 360, and the cop had, like, who gives a fuck?
The worst. The worst.
Junior high, and we were there, and they decided to have us sex education course, like a seminar for all the 6th grade boys.
I swear you,
he's so foul.
The burping and belching.
We were on the floor in front of the speaker.
He's just an animal. He's just constantly burping, belching, farting.
He's like an old, like one of those old steam cars that used to go down the street. Just constantly venting something. He's constantly has to vent stuff.
He's steampunk.
Yeah, he's just belching, farting. Oh, he's disgusting.
He's like a manure truck going.
Flubber. I drive like around flubber.
God.
Okay. And then our parents were like a little higher in the back, sitting on the seats, and there's my father sitting with the other fathers.
Look at his sweat pits. Jesus.
Oh God, no!
Freeze it when he lifts his arm. Yeah.
Oh, wow!
They're yellow.
Oh, I can't imagine. I just imagine what that would smell like. Oh, it's yellow, like you could tell.
It's
wow.
My God. Oh. It's like his armpit pissed.
It really did. He needs diapers for his armpits.
Oh my God.
My fault. But they get done talking about, about a woman's body, and I'm sitting there like perplexed by a lot of it, and being stuttering John, which is why I say,
He was in 6th grade. He was called Stuttering John.
Yeah.
He always talked about himself in third person in elementary school. Stuttering John's homework isn't here today. Stuttering John didn't do it.
He got the name from a prostitute. He was known as the Stuttering John.
Stuttering John.
Oh, man.
Later, but like Howard created me. Yeah, fuck off, okay? So this is a young stuttering
Boy,
John.
is he fucking bitter.
Stuttering John. This fall on ABC.
Everybody still hates Stuttering John.
I'm not bitter.
No, we know you're not.
6th grade. I'm 11 years old. And they just got done talking about the female, but, okay. do we have any questions? So I raised my hand. I go, yeah, let me just get this straight. Does a woman have 2 or 3 holes? I don't understand. Could you tell me? So I start asking these crazy questions.
It's like no kid ever asked about sex before.
First of all, it's not a crazy question for a kid that's learning sex education, because you know there are adults that still don't know how many fucking holes a girl's got.
Right, and it's not like you were in horticulture class. You're
That's crazy. You're asking a question about a woman's anatomy in a sex ed class where they just discussed women's anatomy. It's not the crazy question he thinks it is. Yeah, if it was wood shop, that would be an issue.
Right. You know why he's the only one asking questions? Because everybody just wanted to get the fuck out of there.
Right.
Everybody's just like douche chills watching this video or movie with adults there. They're just like, can we just wrap this up and go to lunch?
I asked how to get the area of a circle in trigonometry.
Question: what is the shocker exactly?
Like, I'm trying to be
funny guy.
Funny. I'm just really being inquisitive. So how long does the period last? Where does that blood come out? What orifice does it come out of? Yeah. And I'm asking, they're answering. All the other kids are going, they start writing questions down. So now I'm getting index cards coming down.
Howard Show.
Right.
Yeah.
He's getting the questions written for him.
Exactly.
Yeah, in 6th grade.
He's never written. It's so right, John Stacho Depot. John has a long history of not writing his own questions.
So
It's amazing.
The kid next to me, Fred Norris, he says to me, and then this little kid, Jackie the Joke Man, Marley.
And again, they're writing for the same reason, because he's dumb enough to say it. He's
Yes.
the Ron Burgundy that they can just write whatever they want on a piece of
anything.
And he's right. Howard didn't create that. The people created that in the 6th grade. They're like, oh, write something with the word "come" in it and hand it to the
that dummy will say it.
Yeah. For me to ask, my father has his head in his hands. All the fathers are laughing their asses off. They're like, this kid is the best.
And this is 5th grade.
6th grade.
6th grade.
So I'm asking every question.
You get baby. The lie.
There you go. Scratch in the hand.
There you go.
Either that or it's scabies. It's one or the other. A lie or a communicable disease.
Either one. Stay away from this.
Right.
Yeah. Well, he does have genital warts. He admitted that in that story.
He did, yeah.
Story.
And then we created a character for the show, General
Warts.
Warts.
Right. You got to see this guy, a real hero.
He's a General Warts.
There he is.
Oh my God! Oh, that is terrible.
Yeah, that's General Warts.
If the fastest sperm gets to the egg, why are there fat kids?
All right.
Oh no. He's not.
Why don't you make the whole pussy out of the black box?
Jesus Christ.
But I'm asking all these crazy questions, and
No, you're not.
A lot of
Right, yeah. when Dice and the Day the Lavender die, the guy's like, "What's your name?" He goes, "Mad Max." He goes, "Mad Max." There's nothing mad about you. He goes, "What are you fucking? You're so mad. Rip your sleeves off right now." Like, do it.
Every kid wants to know because we're all curious about a woman's body.
They just don't have the balls to ask.
Yeah, how exactly do you need a compass to find the G spot? How do we find this thing?
So yeah, in 6th grade they're talking about the G spot. Okay.
Yeah, of course they are. Yeah, the G spot.
Well, now he just had a drunken fall, like a memory lapse. He thought he was on Byron Allen, so now he's going into his G spot material.
He's on Boren Allen.
I need to put a search party together to find this G spot.
Where's the G spot? Hey, my wife told me she wanted to go, tip me to take her somewhere she'd never been. I took her to the kitchen. All right.
I tell you.
Come on. Holy shit.
You gotta love this show.
I can't.
All right.
That's great.
I gave you 10 minutes, and then we gotta end it because I know Anthony's got to get up early for a change tomorrow and do something. So isn't that what? Don't you have to get up early tomorrow for something?
No.
Oh, well, then I guess we're watching the whole goddamn thing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
You know, but that was me. That's who I have always been.
An annoying asshole.
You know, in school,
Pit man over here.
And girls, hey, you got any hair down there? And it wasn't like,
what?
You got any hair down
there yet?
What?
It's not the yet is really the bad word to add to that.
Yeah.
You can ask if there's hair down there. If you say yet, you're talking.
I would drive by and ask these kids in school.
It was me. That's who I have always been. I would walk around in school and I go, like, I would ask boys and girls, hey, you got any hair down there? And it wasn't like because I was trying to be an asshole. I'm like,
it happened.
I'm old as fuck. I'm Telly Savalas down there, and now I'm approaching 12. I don't got any hair down.
Oh my god,
Telly Savalas.
Yeah, because he had a lollipop stuck to his balls. That's why.
I mean, how many?
You couldn't think of another bald guy from the last half century.
Like, how many kids do you remember in school asking you about pubic hair on their dick?
Yeah.
And
Well, this is crazy, wild, stuttering John.
Yeah.
So he's have a kid like this in school.
Because I'm like Curly Joe down there.
Yeah, I pulled my pants down. My cock said, "Who loves you, baby?"
This Jew kid looked like Larry Fine down there.
Hey, I'm warning you.
Hey,
does any of you guys got it? Because I was insecure about myself. It wasn't like me trying to be controversial.
Right.
I was like, "What? There's something wrong with me." There must be.
Yeah,
there's a lot. It ain't pubic hair, I'll tell you. That's the least of your issues.
Now, did they think you were joking, or did they think you were
serious? No, they knew I was serious, but they knew I was the only guy that would speak.
Look at his eyes.
Because they were too afraid to.
He's on a roll. He's so happy.
Everybody was afraid. Everybody was afraid.
He's rocking now. You can tell by his hand. Anthony, what cord is he holding right there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Well, the other thing is, like, think about it, right? Like, he's talking about himself. He doesn't have to worry about anything in the chat, anything with trolls, anything. This is like he's free as a bird right now.
And he's ripping. He's on a roll.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a captive audience.
You want to hear how great I am? Let's go back to 6th grade.
So then 7th grade.
Yeah.
Ask these questions.
Right. So point being, you were always like this. Before Howard Stern, before Jay Leno, 6th grade, you're already paving that path.
5th grade was on the report card. 6th
my God.
Going back.
4th grade. Let me tell you about kindergarten. How do you tie a shoe? Crazy question, Ed.
So the other kids handed me things. I said, "What is a shoe?"
Yeah.
You think Tommy goes, "Listen, I want to fly you out. I want to put you up. I want you to come in. I'd like to start around 5th grade."
Jesus.
That's where we'd like this journey to begin.
5th grade.
Yeah, and then it just kept going.
It kept going and going and going.
Yeah.
So now Mitch gets you in.
Yeah.
Now, when you
now we're back to Mitch Patel. That was the first question he asked him.
First meet Howard Stern.
Yeah.
This is what, 88?
Yeah.
Okay. How big is he at that point? I was 6 years old. How old were you? He was 3. I was 6. 14.
I
believe he was 6'5".
Oh no!
I swear to you, I was gonna make a joke about that as a joke of something John would say, but I thought it was too hacky and I didn't say it. Like even for John, and he fucking did it.
He did it.
Shame on you for underestimating John's hackiness.
Yes, his brilliance. I was still at 5th grade John mindset.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look how proud. Look at his face. Look how proud he is of that joke.
That was called a false lead.
But there's going to be so much more of this because this guy's playing into him, making believe it's the greatest thing ever.
Another thing, yeah.
He's got him pumped up.
Yeah. Tommy's like, you're a genius. You know, like he'll just throw that in there every now
So
and then.
you knew this before Howard or Jay did, huh?
Right.
So now, when you walk in, who is it? It's you, Jackie's there, right?
Yeah. When I first get there, it's a bizarre experience because the first person I meet is Robin, who was in like crutches as she gets out of her.
She was actually in crutches. She wasn't on.
She was in crutches.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Look at his body language too. Look, all of a sudden he's talking about Howard. He's like,
yes.
That's got tickets to a free show in Vegas posture right there.
Yeah. He could be holding in the piss under his arm. Maybe he's got to take an arm piss again, and he's holding it in.
Maybe he has to take it. No, he doesn't want to do it.
Squeezing his arm piss back
and rubbing it on his hair.
Oh, Christ.
So, but listen to the detail that he remembered. Like, it just tells you how many times he goes back over and over and over again.
And it gets more and more favorable to him every time.
Of course, every time it changes, and he's more of the hero and has conquered more every time.
And when she's walking, like a cripple, as she walks in, and then I get there, and I'm.
She walks in like a cripple.
No, she walkus.
Oh, she walkus like a cripple. You talkus like a cripple.
It only said the before walk.
Right.
Yeah.
See, it's a W. See now, you didn't notice.
Fucking Mitch tells me to get a haircut, so I cut off my fucking long hair. I made it shorter and got a nice fucking suit jacket and shit. Because
you answered phones. Yeah. But he answered phones, and he's dressing up like he's something fucking big star or something.
Well, but meanwhile, it's a job. So, like, if that's what it requires you to get your first job, then
Dude, what's going on his wrist over there?
It's gone.
This stuff here?
Yeah. Oh. What is that?
I saved some children from a fire. He starts telling the story of the Outsiders.
Oh,
no,
those are raised. Like,
that's
that's raised. She's like barnacles.
That's like a shotgun blast. I don't know what that is.
I was playing with an end chaser.
An end chaser. Right.
My buddy Johnny got burnt up real bad. Let's do this for Johnny.
I'm dressed like fucking me right now in a t-shirt and jeans. I'm like, what am I doing? But the first day was weird. I mean, I got to meet Howard, and he was cool. He didn't know who I was or what I was about.
Why would he? Yeah, you're an intern. It's your first day.
Hey, I remember the story about you in 5th grade, John. Can we talk about that? You know what I mean?
Are you the guy who asked the whole questions in 5th grade? It's an honor to have you, sir.
And I saw Jackie from the back, and I'm like, hey, this is all a lie. Jackie's not that fat. But then he turned sideways and was like, holy shit, did he swallow a beach ball? Fucking guy.
Oh, wow, that's a good one.
Wow.
Zing.
Don't get on his bad side.
It's any side of him.
Yeah. And then,
Fred's there, right?
Yeah, and then there's another lie. They said that Fred was a weird, bizarre person, and that was a lie too. Because no, Fred was a really weird and bizarre person.
That's a false lead right there.
Right, totally. Man, you think he's going one way, and he just falls down.
You didn't know the word "really" was going to pop up there.
Right.
Look at him. He's his biggest fan. He is his biggest fan.
Holy shit.
Welcome to my playground.
He was smart, though.
Yeah, he's smart, but he's a fucking lunatic, Fred.
Really?
It's weird. He's like a nice... I don't know. He's he's a nice guy, but he's also a real asshole. It's weird. Yeah. Look, Fred was
Stop. I don't know Fred well. I've met him many times and hung out with him a little bit at certain things. Never would I ever think he was weird or an asshole.
Right.
Like he is the most normal, nice guy in the
world. You
can
talk to him about family. You did stuff like that with him. You know what I mean? I don't remember any of this fucking weird shit either.
No, there were plenty of times. Like I never saw Howard at Sirius XM, but I probably saw Fred more than anyone else. Maybe Gary, but the elevator ride up to the floor. A lot of times I was with Fred in the elevator, and just so nice and talkative. Hey, how you doing?
I was in a couple of those elevator rides, and I just remember going, "This is so like, why can't the rest of these people do this?"
Yeah.
Shows, you know,
like, but an asshole? Why?
No. Well, I'll tell you why he calls him an asshole, because Fred doesn't put up with John's bullshit and calls John out on his bullshit. And that's why John sees him as an asshole. Because he doesn't fall for it.
Right. And Fred's legit smart too.
Fred's
what
genius.
John wants to be.
Yeah.
Mensa.
Right. You know Fred's a genius because he never talks about being a genius.
Right, being a genius. Exactly. Oh God.
He had an alcoholic father. It's one of those
things.
What?
Fred had an alcoholic father. John had to mention that real quick. I know some other kids who have an alcoholic father.
Yeah. Fred had an alcoholic father, and I became one.
Right.
There's not one of us who wasn't abused on that show by our parents.
Yeah.
And that explains why it was a dysfunctional paradise for all you people listening.
Oh, thank you. Thank you that your sacrifice could give us joy, John. Again, what a Jesus complex this fucking idiot has. He really thinks he's Christ up on the cross, giving it all for everybody.
He ended that statement like as if it was a TED talk. Like he was like all he was missing was the earpiece microphone thing. And just a good night. This is the paradise that you chose to listen to. What a douchebag.
Because Robin was molested.
Right.
Howard was mildly abused because he was called a moron by his father.
You were bitching he was calling you stupid. That's the whole
right?
Oh my God. Cried like a baby because Howard said he should abort his kid. Said it. Didn't tell him to go do it. Didn't put money in his hand and say, do it, you're fired. He just said it. And he's going to sit
on the
here.
palm of his hand?
This
guy's a mess.
Well,
he's like got a fucking... What is that?
It's a stigmata. We were talking about it earlier.
Jesus goblet. Right. There you go. See? I was hanging from the cross for you dummies.
And he's scratching. He's scratching himself.
Yeah, he's always itching. Look at him.
Yeah, that's why I get itchy all the time when he comes on. I do.
I think he starts dragging his ass across the carpet.
It looks like he used one of those fucking lighters from the car and just jammed it in his fucking hand.
Look at that.
He's always itching and scratching and picking.
You don't mind if I scoot across your console, do you?
I need to scoot. My boy's really acting up.
And there's one on the other hand. That's not the hand that he.
That's not the bad hand at all.
That's not the bad hand. The bad hand is the left hand.
It looks like he's starting to get hemorrhoids on his hands somehow. I don't know how this is possible.
I got androids.
That's what happens when you're a total asshole.
Yeah.
Head to toe. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what went on.
See, I'm itching.
Modeling house.
Yeah, it's itchy watching him.
It is.
But Fred had an alcoholic father. Bubba Booey had an abusive mother. My father beat us up. So we all had like this baggage.
So it was all like.
By the way, the tape's slowing down if you can hear him.
Train wreck, basically. Just a bunch of train wrecks.
Yeah, a bunch of train wrecks trying to fucking exist and be normal to each other. But it was. Look, Howard is the best and will always be the best radio broadcaster in the history of radio. But
you haven't seen my work yet.
That being said, and I give him that, and I've shared so many great times with Howard. I mean, I was in his.
I mean,
here it comes.
Curious
Here
to
it
hear.
is. I love it. Here it comes. Yep.
Right. I'm curious. I would love to hear if Howard thought these were great times.
Yeah,
Like I was about to say, you know.
In a circle that Baba Booey was never invited to.
Ooh.
I slept at Howard's
You
house
could
all
tell
the time.
very clearly that he wasn't a big fan of Baba Booey.
He was
That's why he's still there making
He's
fucking
still
so much
there.
money. Yeah.
Right. This is why I think Tommy's trolling, because Tommy's just totally
Yeah,
feeding into this.
Yeah.
On going, you could tell Howard hated Gary.
Baba
Yeah.
Booey adored him.
Yeah,
Like,
you could tell too.
yeah, like me. Like he knew that I would like I was funny, I was cool.
No, he didn't. He never said that.
He's cool again. He's cool again.
Cool.
No one ever
Cool.
says I was funny. I was cool.
Yeah.
That has to be said from another person.
That's what I
about
was
you.
saying before. It's so fucking true. It's like fucking ridiculous that he's telling a story how great he is.
It's like coming up with your own nickname. You don't
Yes.
do that. Somebody else comes up with it.
They dub you with a nickname. Other people tell you you're funny. And if you
right.
have any humility whatsoever, it's genuinely uncomfortable when
Yeah.
someone compliments you by saying you're funny or you're whatever, cool,
Right.
to hang out. No one calls anyone else cool. It's just, you're funny, whatever.
Right.
But John,
I didn't pick Kike. That was a nickname picked for me.
There you
And I
go.
was-
By your parents.
My God.
my God. I was going to say by the staff of Compound Media, but whatever. Just kidding. Just Gino. All right, let's go.
Of course.
We were younger. Howard and I would laugh all the time. We would goof on Gary. Like,
How about Gary? Tell me about.
Like he explains it. He doesn't see the fact that he was the jester, that he was the buffoon. And that's why Howard was laughing so much.
And it's part of a show.
Right.
Like we'd laugh and goof at Gary. Yeah, we all listened to that. It was a show.
Yeah.
After it was over, I'm sure Howard left and didn't give Stuttering John another thought until the next day.
He had electronic locks on a Shark Tank filled room that he hid in immediately when the show ended. And he's sitting here going, we'd fucking go on motorcycle rides together.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we were unstoppable. Like my bodyguard, me and him rolling around.
Yeah. Riding on the back of a motorcycle, looking for a carburetor.
We were like Hardcastle in the comic.
I thought Telly Savalas was an old reference.
I did a John one.
Right. Car 54 couldn't come.
Did you get along good with Gary?
The funny
He
thing
seems
is,
like he gets fucked.
what? Gary is.
He's getting his.
This is so good. This is
He's getting his Jerry Lewis voice going now.
Yes. Let me tell you.
If that was really him, he would have called me on my personal phone in the dressing room.
Yeah. Dude, he is loving this. This guy is asking him questions that the only answer is John. I saw, I was there, I did this. This is perfect for John. And I'm starting to think maybe this guy's trolling him.
Yeah.
It's genius. Either way.
Either way.
He seems like he gets fucked.
Gary is
a punk rocker.
He's a person with no confidence.
Holy shit. No, he didn't just say that. Another unbelievable example of projection.
Oh,
wow.
Absolutely. Oh.
I mean, if anybody's got confidence, I'd like to think Gary's pretty confident these days.
Yeah.
No real confidence in his own being. And Gary, is so afraid of Howard. He'll throw me, Casey, Grillo, anybody under the bus.
He hasn't done that in
30
Yeah, what?
From that point on, we're talking a decade since he threw you under the bus on air for something, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
He to throw Boy Lee under the bus. And, Soupy Sales. He's going back a ways, John.
You throw Al Rosenberg under the bus.
Al Rosenberg.
Celeste.
He threw the bus. He threw the bus under Al Rosenberg.
Al Rosenberg.
Oh, we love that.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He is. You know, he's just one of those guys that really has no conscience. That's the piece of shit that Gary is.
Oh wow.
And that's and it's not only me he's done that to. U.S. Scott the engineer, USKC.
This is when he just names people and puts them all in the boat with him that's gonna sink in a day or two.
All of them. Yeah.
Oh.
You can ask Gary's wife.
You ever hear the story of the Iron Sheik when he tested positive for cocaine in the WWF years and years ago? And they bring him in and they go, Sheik, you tested positive for cocaine. He goes, excellent, like that. And they go, no, Sheik, that means it's in your system.
Yeah.
And the Sheik goes, no, this cannot be. And he goes, did Hacksaw Jim Duggan test positive for cocaine? And he just starts naming other dudes cocaine with. And they all got fucking in trouble for it, by the way. Yeah.
That's John. Yeah. He wants everyone in this sinking boat with him.
Yeah.
Everybody. And half the people he named still working there at the time. You know? I don't know if Scott was still there, but he's done that before. Where
yeah.
Well, this is only last year, though, right? This is just last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But he's accused me in the past of being his mole there while I worked.
Yeah.
And it was like, fucking douchebag.
U.S. Grillo, U.S. Jackie. He's done it to Jackie. I can give you, and he's done it to Fred. I give you a fucking plethora of examples. Baba Booey is a backstabbing prick, and he knows it, or he doesn't know it. I don't know.
You know why he just said that.
We've narrowed it down.
Like
Two possibilities.
That's a Yogi Berra thing.
Yeah.
He knows it or doesn't know it. I don't know.
That's our next T-shirt, by the way. So he knows perfect. It, or he doesn't. I don't know.
But he is. Now, what was your question about Howard?
He doesn't even remember.
No, he's gone.
What was I fucking talking about? I'm sure it was me, but
I just have a feeling someone's getting called the N-word.
I bet you the sweat makes it to the nipples real soon.
Oh, it is creeping over, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, no. Looks like he just crawled out of a swimming pool in a minute.
My wife was convinced. He came to my 2,000 square foot condo on 14th Street.
How big was it?
You say 14?
2,000 square feet.
Oh, okay. On 14th Street.
About Howard. Like when he came to my condo, my wife was convinced. He came to my 2,000 square foot condo on 14th Street, Manhattan.
This is Howard he's talking about. Go ahead.
She was convinced. That's when it turned on Howard. That's when Howard started turning on me. Because he was like, what I paid John, how the fuck could he afford a 2,000 square foot, 11-foot ceiling?
Listen to this mental illness going on in this guy's head. Like the house Howard had at this time. You think he gave shit? Like he would be interested if you lived in a shithole. He probably
right
because he can go back on the air and do a whole rap about it.
Yeah.
But this is John right away, because if he was Howard, this is exactly what he would think. Is he would go, how does this guy afford to live in a place like this, and get upset? Again, projection.
A total projection, yes.
Yeah.
Feeling elevator condo in Manhattan. How? And the reason is I'm a smart businessman. I bought and sold houses so I could afford this beautiful.
This guy is too much. Yeah. He's everything.
A year later, he's moving back in with his mom.
With his mom. He's such a good businessman. Mommy.
I'm back, baby. Yeah, look. He's everything nobody wants to be. He really is.
That's a quote from Levy. That's Levy's quote right there.
God, that is a great slogan there, Bob.
No, thank you.
Everything no one wants to be, John.
I'm just telling you, this is a sinister organization. Don Buchwald is a fucking piece of shit. Becky was my, he was my best friend on that show, and then he left.
So get ready to watch me fuck him in the ass. Like my best friend, but he has no best friends.
No.
Artie came in, and then Artie was my best friend on the show. It was like a weird thing because we both kind of related. We had everything.
You and Artie together,
just a cauldron in that mouth of bubbling. And just
toilet trouble.
It's like popping, like when you go to what is that? A national park and the mud is bubbling from the hot spring.
It's like a tar pit. It's a tar pit.
A tar pit that he should crawl into.
Hot spring mouth, Melinda.
Hot spring mouth.
There's the Thai kids that were trapped in God's mouth.
Oh God, the drool.
Oh yeah, the drool stalagmites.
Now I'm thinking, I'm seeing another great question coming up by this guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's.
He's asking the good ones.
Yeah.
It was my best friend on the show. It was like a weird thing because we both kind of related. We had everything.
You and Artie together, when you guys came on, you knew it was coming, right, Rob? And to relate to what you had said earlier, some of the people that would come on, you'd be like, "Oh, what the fuck is it this time?" But when you came on or Artie came on, because I was younger, so I started listening in 97, 98, and then they're on. And when you two were together, man, they were funny as fuck.
Oh no, he's got to be trolling him, dude.
He has to.
I could think of some of the funniest shit ever from the Stern Show, and it was never John being involved in it with another person. Like John out doing the interview is fine, but when one of the funniest fucking moments, fucking Levy and Artie sitting there while and just going off. It was so goddamn funny. John and Artie, what?
I mean, Gilbert and anyone.
Oh,
yeah. Gilbert and Artie, forget about it. Hilariously funny. And John?
Oh, well, and so he's soft.
This guy's like, hey, right? John, fucking hilarious. He's got to be fucking with him.
Yeah.
John, tell me more legendary segments than you and Artie. I mean, it doesn't exist. Am I right?
Hey, you guys played off each other.
Yeah, you had that chemistry.
Yeah. No, Artie and I, Artie and I were, it was perfect. It was kismet. Like when Artie and I, if I tried to crowbar in a joke, Artie would see.
By the way, I've heard this story 77 times. It's so ironic that he crowbars in the story of crowbarring in jokes.
He's crowbarring in the crowbar.
Every interview.
The only place I want to see a crowbar is embedded in his head.
It's the only bar he hasn't been to.
I was hanging out at the crowbar, picking up chicks.
But I'd look at Artie and he's in the corner, and I'm like right where I am now, and Artie would go,
"Oh God, look at his face!"
Like I'm crowbarring it.
Oh, what is that face?
I'd look at Artie and he's in the corner, and I'm like right where I am now, and Artie would go,
Izzo, get a picture of that. Get a picture.
Oh my God. He's jerking off two dicks.
I hope the internet doesn't Photoshop that.
Oh, no. God.
That wouldn't be good either.
Oh, God.
And now, meanwhile, Artie doing that isn't an insult. He's not doing it to be funny. He's
he's like, you're crowbarring a joke in, dummy.
Right. He doesn't get. He doesn't get comedy. It's amazing.
Like I'm crowbarring in the joke.
Yeah.
So when Artie would try one, like when he would do a Barry Larkin reference to Howard. Howard knows nothing about sports. I go,
Well, that's not crowbarring in the joke.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah. That's
Again,
boy,
wow.
he knows nothing about comedy. I am
Or
very
crowbars.
impressed that he knows absolutely nothing about comedy.
He should get his money back for that class he took.
Wow. What'd you do?
What'd you do with the money?
And by the way, he's talking about something the audience didn't see.
Right.
Like this is the brilliance of Artie and John together, and the audience is listening to it on the radio as they're going.
Right.
Well, but also,
crowbarring.
and Artie isn't throwing a Barry Larkin reference out for Howard. He's doing it because it's something he understands, and people that like Artie will probably get the reference.
You know, we would always do that.
It was awesome.
Robin,
Which, by the way, they probably did it like 2 or 3 times.
Right. Oh yeah.
And it was like, we would always do that.
was always a very close friend of mine. I love Robin. I will
Robin.
still maintain we tongue kiss, although she'll always say that.
What?
God. Ugh. He's looking right at us. That's scary.
Like he just remembered. It just remembered
like the
camera
chimp in
for a
Nope.
moment. Yeah.
I wonder if Robin was married at the time, like he threw the other person under the bus for making out with
Yeah.
Because I know we tongue kissed once, and then he looks up, he goes, "Shit, she's gonna see this, isn't she?"
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
But I love Robin. I mean, like Robin and I, everybody at the Channel 9 show was convinced we were fucking because we were so close. And when I was offered the correspondent position,
they weren't.
Mind you, it was after I did
What was that, narrator? Sorry.
I said they weren't.
Thank you.
I wish we can get Robin on just for this clip.
Yeah.
That would be the greatest ever.
Offered the correspondent position? What is he talking about?
He don't
know. We'll bring it back.
Like Robin and I, everybody at the Channel 9 show was convinced we were fucking because we were so close. And when I was offered the correspondent position, mind you, it was after I did I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Oh, on the Tonight Show.
Correspondent.
Right. They just came up with as many titles.
Yeah. You're a correspondent now. Yeah. It's an important job.
I was assistant to the assistant to the regional manager.
I'm food beverage director this week.
John, you're assistant to the assistant manager of the movie theater. It's a girl that works in a pizza place.
If she don't smell your qualifications.
Yeah. If she don't smell your pissy armpits.
So good.
Don't lie.
Killed it.
You have it over there. You had it over there.
Yeah.
And
down the hatch.
Little whoopee action.
He's got to refill his armpits.
My left tit's getting low.
His armpits are leaking. I'm leaking like spin over here.
Shit. Goes into the beer bottle. I can't. Holy fuck, is that funny?
Andy from Ontario.
Yeah.
Fire tonight, Andy.
He's great.
Boating on fire.
Thanks, Robert. That's pretty fun. Can you imagine turning down your dream job? While you've been fucking, horsing it on radio, getting.
He's got a humpback. Look at it.
He really does.
Oh, his humpback over here.
Yeah, look at that.
What is that? Oh my god!
He looks like he looks like an umpire that put the vest on backwards.
Sounds like the key to wind him up is sticking out.
Wow. I'm afraid of heights, so I always wear a parachute.
He has the backpack on from 6th grade, so
with my report card in it.
All my questions that I wrote.
All my questions.
And my passport and traveler's checks are in this wallet.
Oh my god.
Hey kid.
Bullshit money. So so finally when I signed the deal, I go up to Tom. We were on vacation that first week. Go into his office, sit down. I go, Tom, I'm going to be the next announcer on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno. And he looks back and he goes, I knew it. No way. And I go, yes.
Did you pop a chub?
I'm fucking out of here.
Did you have a chubby?
No, but you know,
he said, so I guess I don't have to fire you. That's why I called you in here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give you severance.
Yeah. So you're quitting, and we don't have to.
You know, and the only person that was honest when I was leaving.
Pause, please. Pause. I want to try to guess who it is.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming the only person that was honest and was happy for him, right?
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, I would think.
I'm. Oh God. Who? Maybe
I know who it is.
Maybe Ganji.
No. I guarantee it was Artie.
Artie! Oh fuck! You're right. Artie.
Yeah, because Artie doesn't want conflict or confrontation, so he'll lie right to John's face.
Yeah, exactly.
What's
I'm very
cocaine?
happy for you. Right. What's cocaine? Yes. And you know, also who knows if anyone was honest with him?
Right.
You know,
Right.
This is John's interpretation of it. You know?
Fred, not Gary. Mary Delabate.
Oh,
wow.
Oh.
Gary's wife.
We'll flip all the cards over. Mary Delabate. All right. Not a staffer, but interesting. Interesting pull. Now I want to hear what Mary had to say.
Yeah.
Mary Delabate.
Gary's wife on a speakerphone in Gary's office. Mary said, John, we're so jealous of you.
No.
Oh my God. He's such an idiot. He doesn't understand when people are being sarcastic.
Right.
Saying stuff to blow, like the whole Richard Lewis, John, this is brilliant. All of this is brilliant.
You know what Gary's wife was probably thinking? Thank God every night my husband comes home and has to bitch about this dumb fucking asshole on the job. Finally, he doesn't have to mention Stuttering John anymore.
Right.
So yeah,
she said, "Don't look back." She told me, not even for a second.
Don't look back.
He just doesn't get it.
And that's why I know. Well, it's one of the reasons why I know he. Well, ask me how I know that how he regretted.
This is what you say. Then I say this, and then you say
an action.
Ask me how I know that how he regretted.
Ask you what? Do I need scratch paper for this?
Yeah, ask you. And then he couldn't even get it out right. So now I'm like, what? What was I supposed to ask you?
What?
You gave me homework assignment.
Yeah.
You have to move stage right, hit that X on the floor, and ask.
It's one of the reasons why I know he. Well, ask me how I know that how he regretted, that I left, because I'll tell you that story.
Why don't you just tell the story?
Oh my God, he's just not just going to tell the story. This is a profoundly retarded child.
This is like a sketch. I feel like I'm watching a sketch, in like Mr. Show, like in its prime.
Yeah.
Like,
and now the guy's got to repeat what he said or try to.
He's going, ask me how I know. And Tommy, without missing a beat, goes, how did you know? Without missing a beat. It's fucking brilliant.
It's like that show. Whose bullshit line is this anyway?
Right.
Ask me how I know that how he regretted, that I left, because I'll tell you that story.
How did Howard regret this?
That's why, like, everyone goes, John, you were nothing. You weren't important on this show. Really? Then why did Howard spend 3 months trashing Jay Leno? Why did all the papers say?
But that's not you.
But it's not you. And Howard, if Jay Leno stole like one of Howard's hubcaps, he'd be pissed because Jay took something of Howard's.
Right.
It didn't matter.
Right. At that time, he hated Jay no matter what Jay did.
And he knew he was taking John just to fuck with Howard.
Jay probably said, watch this. I'm going to show you how much Howard hates me. I'm going to take a big pile of shit, and I guarantee Howard's mad.
Right.
How much he hates me.
I'll take something he doesn't even want, really, and he's going to get upset. He's going to get upset about it.
Howard Stern mad that Jay Leno stole his guy.
Murdering him. I remember that whole thing. Murdering him.
What did you say?
It's like the headline, but it goes so long. I literally saw that on an episode of The Office. The headline is the paper company is doing the great job, better with the new management. It just went on and on. John just did that, unironically. Serious, he just did that.
Then why did Howard spend 3 months trashing Jay Leno? Why did all the papers say Howard Stern mad that Jay Leno stole his guy?
Baby, you keep turning the page on this headline.
Headline is long, man.
And in the back it just said sports update tomorrow.
A special color pullout on the Daily News.
Yeah, Howard regretted when John left. Show gained Richard and Sal. One of the funniest things that ever happened to the show. I'm sure Howard still kicked himself for that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, believe me. One thing I can tell you, there's no looking back for Howard. He's moving forward. When you're gone, you're gone. That's it. Yeah.
Like Jackie left.
Yeah.
And Howard didn't really, bat an eye. He waited to find the comics that were good enough. So John, the phone guy,
Billy West.
Billy West leaving, you would think, was just breaking a thoroughbred's leg. That's what damage that would do to Howard's show. Billy was brilliant, but he's freaking out that John left.
Right.
Get out of here.
If this was a restaurant, you're talking about cooks, chefs leaving.
Yeah.
Whereas John we've switched to different cups.
We could, you know what I mean? Howard's like, we don't even have an answer machine. What are we going to do now? We lost the guy that answers the phones.
Right.
Breaking all day.
How are we going to fill the shoes of, what do you want to talk to Howard about?
Jesus.
Here's my question to you, Tommy. If I was nothing to him,
you wouldn't put the time into murder where you went.
But then why care?
Yeah.
Then why care where I go?
It's like Tommy's a therapist who doesn't want you to get better.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He just wants you to get crazier and crazier about it.
Yeah. John, we're out of time for this week. Come back, though. I'm going to give you this prescription.
Yeah. We made a lot of progress.
You want me to tell you voice in your head is real? I'm not going to say that, but I will tell you it's right. I will tell you that.
John hands the therapist the tissues to wipe their face off.
And you left and Artie left and did his thing. Yeah, it was totally different. In my, at my age.
That was 10 years or 12 years after.
Yeah.
10 years after.
Right. Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
It was you and Artie that I waited for. I waited for you to
stop.
Come on.
Yeah. You waited for your gel to harden. Who are you kidding, Tommy? Come on.
Sometimes you
gotta be trolling. Come on.
Yeah. He's a genius.
Wouldn't or not when I was listening, because of how long it was with the commercials and shit. But that's what I waited for. You and Artie. Howard, he was awesome to listen to and hear. But he was funny. Howard was funny.
Howard was all right. But
dude, you and Artie, this is
phenomenal.
Obviously, I don't even have 1% of doubt anymore.
Yeah.
That he's fucking with John here.
Yeah.
Howard was okay on the Howard Stern show, but you and Artie.
He's just getting him to go with it now, and he's going to come back with something big. He's getting tricked by a guy that has a head shaped like a wasp.
Holy shit, Bob.
John's gonna go, Tommy, tell me something I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna go into his Jerry Lewis voice again.
Yeah. Here, he's gonna say this. He goes, "You know what's funny? You're not the only one to say that."
That. Oh God, that is perfect. Yeah.
A lot of people in the industry have told me the same thing.
The back and forth. But when you and Artie came in, man, I was rolling every fucking time.
I'm so happy to hear that, because here he goes. Sorry. My favorite hour, one of my favorite hours on the Howard Stern show.
It's happy hour.
By the way, just to recap, this was a question no one asked him. So
yeah,
let's
no one even asked him this. That
No.
should have been an option. Yeah.
No, okay, go ahead.
Was the hour after we got back from the Columbus Funny Bone. Now, you will remember this because I'm Scott DePace, who was the director at the time.
Okay.
Who's a friend of mine.
Yeah, I was watching that in high school. With
Okay.
My high school sweetheart.
After that hour, Scott DePace, when I walked out of the studio, he goes, John, that was one of the funniest hours on this show since I've been here. And I'll tell you what it was.
Who tells a story like that? Like it's like Memento. He's starting at the end. And we're going back to the beginning.
Memento.
Like what an asshole.
Demento.
The first half hour is,
and I already know what segment he's talking about. And let me tell you something. It was funny for every other reason other than John. The segment is about this story.
Right.
Me going through Artie's menu when we pulled up at the Steak and Shake, where he ordered a bunch of hamburgers, grilled cheese, chili, everything, and he's dipping his hamburger in the chili. And that night he proposes to Dana after he's fucking drank.
So far, a hilarious story that all has to do with Artie.
Yeah. Right. This has nothing to do with John.
No. Like 2 quarts of Jack Daniels. And so that was the first half hour.
Did you see that? It was like 99, 2000. Did you see it? Oh, it was funny as fuck.
And I wrote down Artie's menu because I would have
this fucking guy. And he's looking over to the other guys because they talked about what an asshole, pompous shithead John is before he got there. So now he gets to look at him and go, right? Wasn't that hilarious? And they're all like, yeah.
No, this is old school wrestling kayfabe going on here with Tommy. Like he's legit. He's in. He's
at
in.
the end. Wouldn't it be great if at the end he goes, John, I gotta ask you this. Bam, and hits him in the face with the microphone and just starts beating the shit out of him. I hate you, you unfunny motherfucker. You ruined the show. You go, what happened?
Go get your shine box.
Yeah, go get your fucking shine box.
Might knock John's tooth back into place.
Oh, God. Have you ever seen a bigger contrast between teeth of that guy? Of Jim, is his name Jim or Tim? What the fuck?
Who, Tommy?
Tommy. Yeah. There it is. Yeah, between Tommy's teeth and John's teeth is like every type of tooth in between. And John is at the end where you dig up an ancient skull, and that's what the teeth look like.
He's the before photo.
But see, that's the agreement Artie and I always had. I go, Artie,
an agreement.
This was all comedy laws, if you will.
I'll write out your menu and you eat it.
Do this. He goes, John, do anything. Just don't talk about drugs or anything. I don't want to, fuck up my Hollywood, chance. So I went on the air and I was like, discussing his fucking menu, and we were all just fucking railing on Artie. Okay, but this is how it works with the Stern Show.
Oh, wait, this is how it. He's going to explain how it works.
Yeah. This is how it works with the Stern.
I'm going to break down the fought wall right here.
I start talking about the orange juice I had at that condo.
Yeah.
And
so, by the way, he's already told Tommy this story off the air.
Yeah. Now he's reiterating.
So now he's forcing Tommy to sit through this a second time, and all of us for the millionth time.
Right.
And I drank the oranges and it was loaded with maggots. And every time I brought it up, I was like, heck.
How do you think that maggots felt?
Can maggots throw up?
Hey, something just cut my back down that one fucking tooth up there.
Yeah.
All right, now wait a minute here. Now, if it's how does maggots get into orange juice? If it's a carton
into orange juice,
it's sealed.
Well, one part of the funny bit was like he was dry heaving on the air when he was telling the story, and then Artie, the joke Artie was making was John is fake dry heaving in order to have a lawsuit, even back then, in order to have a fucking bullshit lawsuit against Tropicana. And it was Artie goofing on his dry heaving and Artie doing all the dry heaving sounds. That's what was making Howard laugh, not John. John was just telling the story. That's it.
Fake story.
Yeah, well, it could be at the end of the day.
I also want to throw in that not to make it forensic files or anything, but flies lay their eggs on rancid meat.
Right.
Like it's got to be some type of rancid meat. Yeah. So you don't see maggots in things like orange juice or even bread. You'll see like mold and things like that. But maggots don't normally
they need
eat
dead
orange
flesh.
juice.
Right.
Yeah, they need dead flesh. That's what, you know.
I can't wait to see his tweet tomorrow. Self-proclaimed maggot expert.
Hockey would know.
Hockey the maggot expert.
Oh my God.
That gross. So then Artie, because then I go, Howard's like, oh man. And he goes, what was the oranges coming? I go, Tropicana. So then I keep gagging. And then Artie starts going, oh, he's trying to get a lawsuit against Tropicana, this motherfucker. And Artie starts goofing on my gagging.
Oh my God.
This is a terribly unfunny story. There's nothing funny about this. And he's making me gag telling it by how the spit flying out of his mouth. And,
it's
is he
like,
just abominable?
You ever see a pool in an earthquake? You ever see the fucking water just hitting
sloshing around?
What's going on in that mouth of his?
Like a cruise ship pool in heavy waves.
Yeah.
You called.
Oh my God.
For a half hour, it was the funniest. That whole hour was the
half hour, an hour, an hour and a half.
Yeah, 3 days,
47 minutes.
Funniest hour of the Stern Show, and it was the Artie and John show.
So would you say that's
that's where it's really at. That's where that's been in his head for years.
Joe?
It was one of my best memories of Artie and I.
Yeah.
Because it was just because then we would go out and have lunch.
Yeah, you guys were the shit.
I mean, we would.
That guy is the greatest.
I'd fucking steal for you guys, man.
Oh man. This is beer number 4, by the way.
Pains, brother.
There you
That's
go.
where I felt you.
Artie and I, that's like, Artie now, look, I know he's gone through a lot of problems. He'll go, well, I was never friends with John. Fuck off.
He said that?
Yeah, he would say that sometimes.
Well, maybe he was fucked up.
Yeah, Artie,
Maybe it's true.
You were my
right. No, it can't be true, Mike. What?
Yeah.
Confidant. You're the first person I told that I was leaving.
And he didn't give you up.
It doesn't make you his friend. It means
No,
It's a
choice you made. It's not
It makes him happy. That's what he found out.
right. You were the first person that smiled when I told you I found a new job.
Saved his life too.
Oh wait, he saved Artie's life.
Oh no, he's not saying he saved Artie's life.
He did.
You were my confidant. You're the first person I told that I was leaving.
And he didn't give you up.
I saved his life too.
Did he?
The fucking guy was inebriated. He wanted to get in the driver's seat.
Like that. Like that. He was doing that.
What did I swear to you, comic timing wise, that is the perfect spot to take a drink if you want to get a laugh at what you're doing. But he doesn't understand. That was funny. That was funny, John.
Yeah.
Taking a drink right up to the. He wants to get me. He's inebriated behind the wheel.
Yeah.
That's a joke. That's an actual joke.
He's gonna drunk drive.
No clue. Where are my keys? He's got no clue.
Unbelievable.
Two.
Did he?
The fucking guy was inebriated. He wanted to get in like in the driver's seat. After when I,
by the way, wants to get in the driver's seat. That's called driving home. Driving the car. Which, by the way, we just played a video a couple weeks ago from Pickwick Pub of him more shit-faced than this, yelling about a car.
Oh, can you pull that up?
Because he had to drive. Yeah, he was going to drive drunk home.
Yeah.
Can you pull that up, Izzo? That is the funniest thing. And he's suing Shuli now.
He wants to sue.
God, we're all on the list.
Yeah, he put out a tweet that he went to the police in LA and they're contacting the police in Huntsville, Arizona.
Arizona, I saw Huntsville, Arizona.
All the way to Tacoma.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA.
Phoenix, Alabama.
Sweet home Phoenix, Alabama. Where the skies are all Jews.
There was parties, and I stood in, I had his keys. I stood in front of his fucking door. I go, Artie, you're not driving home. You're not. He goes, you better give me those keys or I'm going to fucking punch you. I go, Artie, you can punch me all you want, but you're not getting the keys.
He's a martyr.
Wow. Steven Seagal over here.
He is a martyr, too. You could beat me senseless, Artie. I will not give you those keys.
So I finished my beer and I drove him home.
Yeah. How snotted was he? He was probably so shit-faced also.
By the way, it probably wasn't even Artie he was talking to. It was some stranger who was standing in front of their car. He was so hammered.
He's on the roof of Bob's Big Boy arguing with him. Artie, give me the keys.
Everybody's leaving.
Artie wouldn't even talk to me.
Everybody's leaving. It stupid hat. It looks like Fight Club. It's just some guy yelling at himself.
Fun, man.
Yeah. So then, I think I drove or somebody else drove him home. But I've done that,
Well, he was hammered. Of course.
He was drunk. I either drove him home. I don't know.
I either almost killed us or somebody else almost killed us.
I love Artie. But Artie's got his demons,
Wow. Look at us. Look at us. 30 minutes.
God damn, was that funny.
Hey,
oh my God.
You're a man of your word, Mr. Cumia.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. I couldn't.
I don't want to do this to you, but I got one quick thing before you go. It's 2 minutes, and it has to do with you.
2 minutes, so it's 40 minutes. I'm in.
Our buddy who we got helping us out with the show now, Mr. Stut Joe Depot, makes these great videos. He's up on Twitter. He's up on YouTube. Give him a follow. He just hit 1,000 subscribers. He put this video together that I wanted you to check out.
Okay.
I love this stuff. This is like a TV show for me. Now we're gonna hear about the hypocrisy of Anthony Cumia. Now we will discuss this at length. David Alexander, if Anthony Cumia, aka Pocky, is so bad, then why did you brag about being on his show?
Meanwhile, look at this shirt. But why you read?
Oh my God, what is that? Is it dandruff or
it's neck dandruff of some kind? We're not sure. But he's basically saying, why'd you brag about being on the show 10 times and wanting to be on there more? Supporting the hate.
10 times. Weren't you supporting the hate? Well, here's the difference. Now, when Donald Trump was running, you said to me, he's a fucking idiot.
I said
you said, but you will support him because he's anti-establishment. He's not the typical Washington.
Absolutely.
So then going with that premise, why then not support me, who's anti-Washington, who's not in that fucking mold? I didn't know that Anthony Cumia was a misogynistic pedophile. I didn't know he was a racist freak. If I won and I became a U.S. senator, your sexual harassment things are going to be gone.
But he didn't know nothing about it.
Have a ticket.
Well, no, of course, he knew nothing about it. He doesn't know who you are. He doesn't know who I am. Doesn't know Mike. He doesn't know nothing. That's why it's called Stuttering John Didn't Know. Yeah.
I'll be here to do your show as the U.S. fucking senator. I didn't know any of that. I didn't know anything about him because I never listened to him.
I pled guilty. Did not do any of it.
Anthony, yeah. Now I'm going to just say two things.
And I would hope, as a friend, knowing me as long as we've known each other, that you could tell by who I am that I wouldn't do that. I don't do that.
Did I not say this on this show and on my own podcast that you are innocent?
One that you did here when you didn't pay the staff.
Now that's comedic timing to take it straight, my friend.
And you look right into camera, you see?
Oh, look at that. That's the smile of a motherfucker. He just got you good. What a callback, too. That episode is phenomenal radio.
Did I not say that I supported you, that I believe you, and
absolutely did?
So that is why. And as soon as I found out, would I ever do a show again? Fuck no. The guy's a monster. Everyone, this is the hypocrisy of my buddy.
Good politician.
Anthony
He's
Cumia.
rambling on, not answering the question.
Here's the hypocrisy of you.
Beautiful. All right.
Wow. Yeah.
He can never win.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I just wanted to show you that video. And
awesome.
But he knew nothing about anything, but he's talking about it on your show.
Monster.
You are a monster, dude.
Nice one, Drooly.
Yeah. We have the cop show we're doing, me and Levy, based on the
Oh, is that great with the Starsky and Hutchmobile? I love it.
A dabble in production.
We're gonna make shirts. Everything he does just turns into content for us and material.
Oh, absolutely.
Everything. So
it's a shirt.
It ain't gonna stop. We got new shirts available, by the way, guys, over at what is it? Below the Collar / Uncle Rico. We got some new shirts up there. We got a squeegee shirt. We got the John, you're brilliant. This is all brilliant.
I love it.
Yeah,
John, you're brilliant.
Yeah. Plus, everything else that's going on. Listen, here, look at the shirts we got.
Oh my God, these are awesome.
Yeah, the squeegee shirt. I don't lie. I don't like to lie. We got skull koozies coming. Boom. We're doing it. All right.
You guys are doing it.
Yeah, buddy. Compound Media. You're also doing it there. Great show today with Brendan and Levy.
Oh my God, Bob, that was so fucking funny today, man. What a great time.
I couldn't even drink tonight because my head was hurting so much from laughing all day. I was like, this is fucking
so fucking.
He was out of breath.
It is so funny because we've all been that angry.
Oh yeah,
where you're yelling and it just something doesn't come out.
Yeah,
right.
you're just you want to be mad for a longer sentence than you're physically able to get out.
Yeah. I thought he was going to start laughing after he couldn't get that out truthfully that day because it was so funny.
No, but he was genuinely pissed. He was laughing his balls off today. It was very funny.
It almost sounded like he was ready to cry when he was saying it.
Yeah.
But hey, phenomenal stuff. Compound Media. For Compound Media subscribers, you guys are going to get this episode. Yeah. Patreon, you got this episode. That's where it's staying. Thank you, boss, for coming on. We love having you.
Awesome. Love
it's the most fun shows we do when you join us. So
anytime I can make these shows, I want to come on because it's just too fun.
Well, the door's always up. We'll always shoot you an invite. When
please
you're always welcome, pal. And follow Mike Morris, follow Rev Bob Levy, Shalom Shuli, support our sponsors. Thanks for listening. And Izzo, take us out, pal, if you don't.
That's all for the Uncle Rico Show. That's all for the Uncle Rico Show. Grab one more beer and shout out, Skull Good. Bye.
What face?